Night Stalker, is he going to be zoned back effectively here? I mean, it's just a dazzle, so that's not too much trouble, because I anticipate this Earthshaker is going to be more scouting out the mid lane, floating around.
Yeah. At the very least, just stacking in the jungle, if nothing else.
Yeah, Universe should be able to get what he wants out of the off lane. That's probably what influenced the pickup to get something like this Night Stalker. So we'll see if it works out, though. Most of this EG squad are heading towards the south side of the map, while Boreal not looking to get too aggressive early, just kind of go to their situated lanes.
Yeah, last game Boreal did do that. Odd kind of invade into this part of the Radiant side, and this go around they'll just move into their lanes. It's EG that'll get a little aggressive as their entire squad rotates into the jungle. They do have a very scary level 1 lineup here, and if they can catch Dewey walks right into it. Universe, he's got the Void, but still out of range, and it looks like Boreal will be able to avoid fighting, at least for now. Tiburon shows his little lightning mask there. And I think EG will be able to just pass through. Wards that came down, they put an observer down here to block the pole camp and get some vision into that corridor. It looks like that's the only ward that has come down thus far.
Yeah, level 1 from EG is pretty solid, so I understand the hesitation there from Boreal.
I would not want to square up against those guys.
The Earthshaker not going to go off and block any sort of lane. He is here just in case something does break out. They ping out Universe here. Are they going to make a move onto him? And it looks like they will just kind of try to bully him away, and they will be able to secure this bottom rune for themselves. It looks like Sumail's going to pick up the one at the top lane. So a rune apiece, not too shabby, as now they'll look to separate and go to their laning get up here.
Looks like EG will do the 2-1-2. PPD will take the Vengeful Spirit to the off lane, joined by Universe on the Night Stalker. That puts Sumail mid on the Zeus. We'll put Aoi on the Lion, and then that leaves Fear in safe lane Luna. Aura first, ready to push.
Okay, Boreal side, Radiant. Willies, he's going to be playing your off-lane Batrider, going toe-to-toe with Fear's Luna, but now he's looking to come in here and try to zone him back with that little bit of extra base damage boost that Lion did receive recently. Mid lane, Suzy, or 747, he's going to be playing your Shadow Fiend, and of course he is going to get helped out from Shark here on the Earthshaker, but along the bottom, we do have Tiburon, who's going to be playing your safe lane farming Razor, and nearby we got a Babysitter and Dewey playing your Dazzle.
All right, so 2-1-2 versus this more traditional, I guess, from Boreal, the kind of 1-1-3 with this Earthshaker just roaming around. Still only level 1 and doing exactly what we talked about, just stacking up, putting a lot of priority in the jungle to make sure Shadow Fiend has plenty of neutrals to retreat to and that he can use as either kind of recovery farm or also just to enhance his farm if he's dominating the lane. The problem here, though, is Batrider. He'll probably need to use these stacks, and that's where either Shadow Fiend will have to take a little bit of a hit from really jumping to that next level, or it'll be the Batrider that will have to suffer a slightly more delayed Blink Dagger from not having jungle stacks to work with.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes it a bit harder here for Boreal, even in the bottom lane, is if Dewey wants to help out the Batrider, he needs to step away from the lane to build up those kind of stacks, which means no one's going to be there to zone back Universe or, you know, try to keep them in check. This 2-on-2 matchup works pretty solid for EG, but Tiburon still being the Razor, he's going to be able to find his own CS. So he's off to a bit of a head start here, but as you see, Universe, he's got a bit more. 6-3 CS for him. Razor just trying to scrap together what looks like 5. Mid lane, though, Sumail 10-1 on his Zeus as he goes toe-to-toe with 747 at 9-2 on the Shadow Fiend.
This mid lane matchup, though, a lot more even than we saw in the last game. Now Sumail gets hit by a figure. We'll be on the other side of it, and just a little bit of harassment coming his way. Nothing a couple of bottle sips won't be able to solve. Willez up top getting harassed very hard by the Lion. He has found level 3, a couple of last hits, 5-1 right now. So all things considered, he's doing pretty well in this off lane, but I think it's going to get a little bit harder here. We'll see the Earthshaker rotate up. Thinking about a fissure, pump fakes a little bit, does block out Aoi.
He can eat through that tree, though, and he will. Goes right towards the tower, yep.
No panic.
That's experience right there. Me, I'd freak out, walk into the tree, and probably die. But you know, he gets the quick reaction. He'll just eat the tango, walk on through, and it's no problem.
So Razor definitely getting out farmed in this lane. This is the power of the 2-1-2. Universe is actually beating their safe lane farmers, the Dire off lane, and the safe lane also going the way of EG. Luna, the leading CSer, and then even mid is pretty much a break even with Sumail finding a small advantage. So it is EG coming out ahead in all these lanes, and we're seeing it on the graphs. About a 600 net worth lead, 750 experience. Nothing crazy, but for 3 minutes in with no kills on the board, just shows how much better they're laning this. Tiburon, he's in some trouble here. Magic Missile comes out from PPD, but Universe, he doesn't have much damage left, and he will be forced back. The claws need to be sharpened. after all that static link steals his damage. Sumail in the mid. Again, the fissure blocks him out on the wrong side. I think if he was on the other side of it, that would have been a pretty likely first blood. But he does walk away.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem here with this bottom lane is, you know, Dewey took the moment, step back, is building up those stacks for the Batrider. He's got a couple of them here, but while he is away from the lane, Razor's got to play a bit more reserved, and that forces him to not get that early bit of a CS boost. As the 4-minute rune is to spawn, EG here want to claim this bottom one here with PPD and Universe nearby. Universe has his bottle now, so he wants it, and they will get it. And they get to head back to lane, and now he just has all that extra bit of sustain to work with, and 4 minutes strikes, and that means, Andrew, we are in our first Nightfall. And I wonder if Universe is going to be hanging here for another minute or so and maybe look to go on an adventure, or what his plan might be.
Well, during nighttime, you're always open for opportunities to try and get aggressive. Up top, though, Willez, he gets hit by a moonbeam, and okay, just pops the Firefly, moves into the waterfall. He'll be all right. But without phase boots, it's pretty tricky to find those kills. Razor's got brown boots himself. Universe is doing just fine in this lane, but he's not getting free farm and doesn't have those booties quite yet. So maybe if he upgrades them here in the next minute, there will be a little opening alongside PPD, who is almost level 4. Level 2 in the Magic Missile and does have that Wave of Terror, so maybe some kill potential, but I don't think EG will force the issue. Instead, they'll go in on to 747. Susie will be okay. Sumail not really in a position to do a hell of a lot there in terms of finding a kill. However, he is level 6, so the Thunder God's Wrath is available and ready to find any stray kills.
More stacks being built up here on the Boreal jungle side, and it looks like Bat wants it, so he steps away from that off lane. He's got 900 gold saved up. He's probably just going to blitz forward on trying to get that Blink Dagger, and these stacks will help. It might actually get him right to it, but he has got to get work started. But that means that Sphere has plenty of time to farm up on the Luna early on.
I mean, these really aren't amazing stacks. It's a triple stack here at this hard camp, and okay, Shadow Fiend dies as PPD rotates in, and Sumail, he just drops the full rotation. Thunder God's Wrath finds the kill now in the bottom lane, sets up for Universe to go in. He silences Dewey, no Shallow Grave. Now we see that nighttime coming into effect. The phase boots are picked up before it, and all of a sudden, EG erupt with 2 kills. Just like that.
He hits so hard now with those phase boots and moves so quick that he wants to dive.
Oh no, there's a lot of things happening at once here. Universe trying to dive on Tiburon. He'll get off the static link. It gets broken. Universe in kind of an awkward spot gets hit by the plasma field. And now PPD on his way over. He does have a level 3 magic missile at the ready, but there's another TP coming in. Earthshaker will try to block him out, but phase boots are there. Is there a fissure? Not enough mana. And the sneaky Universe will make it out. And it looks like he will make the great escape. Even after Shadow Fiend is TP down, that makes it an even sweeter victory here. It's a wasted TP, and now Susie just has to walk all the way back to the mid. Man, this is just getting better and better for EG. Plus PPD messing up that stack. I think he got a couple of the last hits.
He got a ward down as well, so he'll see when he tries to come back and do these stacks. That's just knowing what's going on. I mean, Batrider leaves the lane. He's probably in the jungle. And, well, they look to scout it out, and they want to keep in check here as far as what Boreal's actually doing. And PPD's the one to take that position, and with that now extra bit of intel, they can kind of control the flow of this game. And Boreal now have to look for the bounce back, and Willys is just going to go ahead and take these side stacks right here. You see also even Shark getting in and trying to help out with the nearby stack. They need that Blink Dagger, though. We need to start getting some quick picks.
So they do stack those camps on the other side, but EG, there was a double stack here that they clear out, and now they kill the Dark Troll, the remnants of this other stack. Dazzle will walk over and go, oh, where'd all of our creeps go? Well, that's a bummer. And now Willez, he'll start to kill this stack, looks like. There are some mud golems here, so not really ideal for him. But as we talked about, this is farm that the Shadow Fiend desperately needs at this point.
Ooh, they try to go for Susie. Susie pops the wand, but he can't get away from that. Sumail runs forward, hits him with one last little lightning bolt, and
the damage output is just insane. You look at, again, a hit Y, look at the net worth, and it's already getting out of control. These 3 cores on the Dire side pulling way into the lead, nearly 4,500 net worth, 5,000 experience to lead for EG. As now Fear dives the top tier 1 tower, has the Aquila online, and they will take out this tower. Glitch already been used. This should go to Fear, and it goes to Owie, actually. So now Lion making a little more progression towards his Blink Dagger.
I really don't want to discredit Boreal, and they've definitely gotten a lot going for him and really impressed in phase number 1, but you could just see the clear-cut difference between a team like EG and a team like Boreal. Like a team that's very experienced, has been playing the game a long time, know what's going on, know what's happening, and they just kind of continue to control and they just do what they want. No Boreal, though. there's always a chance as they look to make a possible comeback kind of a play. Tiburon trying to finish out his power treads, puts a little bit of harassment on the Universe. It is daytime now, and Dewey is nearby, but as far as being able to go on the offensive, it just comes down to Batrider getting that Blink Dagger and maybe 747 throwing together his first big item on the Shadow Fiend. Before that, it becomes too hard.
Yeah, this is tricky. I mean, no one is really farming that well. You've got Razor and Shadow Fiend who are kind of doing okay in a vacuum, but relative to the EG cores, it's pretty scary. Mech has to be a priority. They're gonna have to team fight whether they want to or not. EG will continue to stay aggressive, bring the fight to them, and they just need items that give them a little edge here and now. Items like Sanjin Yasha, drums, even just bracers on your support, stuff so they can survive the burst damage from the Zeus ulti that is pretty soon to be level 2. He's just about level 10, and that's even more damage coming on your supports that right now they are not equipped to handle. Dazzle with 3 GG branches and Earthshaker with just Tranquil Boots. That's not a hell of a lot of stats to go around.
Ooh, Aoi got his level 6 and he tried to charge forward to see if he can get that Batrider, but Batrider is already out the back door. But now you're Lion with Finger ready to go. He has all that burst potential and could look to go on some ganking expeditions, but in the meantime he'll just continue to work with the Soul Lane and try to go towards a early Blink Dagger here. Willie's now back in the jungle, still trying to get level 6, still trying to get his Blink Dagger.
He's still not level 6.
Yeah, it's a rough time right now for your Bat.
That hurts almost more than his farm. I mean, 10 minutes in, 2100 gold. That's not the worst farm. He did skip Tranquils and Bottles, so that would have slowed him down a little bit more. But not even having Lasso at this point. Oh my, especially with a Shadow Fiend, even if he just has it and can smoke into the mid lane, connect to the Lasso, and then line up for raises, that can often turn into a kill this early on, especially a hero like Zeus. But him getting zoned out and finding nowhere to even get experience, really neutering what Boreal can do at this stage of the game.
I just wonder if Boreal put themselves in this kind of... Oh, they got him.
Okay, there you go.
Good couple of raises coming out from 747. Leads to an easy follow-up. Didn't even need the Earthshaker Fissure.
I mean, that's their first kill. That's a valuable one. Now this Shadow Fiend finds some recovery. That's pretty solid.
But what I was going to say was that they picked up this lineup where they have 2 pretty defensive supports early on, and you know they weren't able to be aggressive early on, not effectively zone back the lane. You know, they kind of ran with the Soul off lane still and a dual lane in the safe lane, and you know when you do that, you only have an Earthshaker who can't really contribute a lot as far as trying to secure Shadow Fiend's mid lane, and even then the mid lane still went to the favor of Sumail. So it feels like it didn't really work out the way they had planned, but now they smoke up here. As the Batrider does have level 6 and Blink Dagger, they need to get this kill, and it looks like they might go on a hunt to try to find the Luna. Here nearby, this could be a good grab. Willie's can make a jump, lasso, pull back. They have a follow-up stun here. Aoi is en route, however, with Finger and stun. Can they finish off Fear?
Fear might live here. I don't know. He's still alive. Dazzle trying to chase him down. They kill the Batrider. It's nighttime thanks to the ulti from Universe. Dewey says, I'm going to grave and... well, I'm just going to die. I'll do what little I can. Talk about your all-time backfires. They don't even get the Luna, and it's a 3-0 the other way. EG clowning on fools this game, Dakota.
Fear didn't even need to use his Eclipse there either. He just kind of walked away casually. Ali was close enough to kind of interject and help out, and that's rough stuff. Good quick rotation also from Universe as he popped out from Darkness Ultimate. Just made things that much more difficult and almost put Boreal in a bit of a panic state. And now 6-1, EG off to a nice early lead here. Fear is going to start adding pressure on this top lane. But overall, Boreal, they need to find out what the next game plan is going to be here, and it looks like Razor trying to get a BKB.
A smart choice, I think. Mech is already up on the Shadow Fiend, so opens up some space for that Razor, and could be similar to last game, though. They got the BKBs, and then it didn't really yield too much. We'll see Universe. Yeah, he's creeping around, dude. He's invisible. He's ready. They jump onto Susie, and before the Shadow Fiend can even react, just
can't mech or anything, yeah.
It's just ping, ping, and he's dead.
Who's next? Burn, silence. He's down. Sumail easily zaps him apart right there.
That's it.
Double kill for him. Man. Evil geniuses. What a team.
Picked apart.
Radiant's middle
getting a lot of work done here. Tiburon on the bottom line. Level 9 now. hasn't really been able to effectively use this on the storm. The static link he tries to run down. Rotation on the way. Nicely lasso. They get fear here. Oh, the Eclipse, though, flies out. Good grave from Dewey. Could keep him alive for a bit. Trying to get the most out of the bit of damage and the Eye of the Storm, but they still can't even take down one from the side of EG. A TP out will save your Razor and get him back to baseline, but EG, once they know that they can't get a lot done, they just simply walk away.
It's like they catch Fear, but all I can think of, who's really catching who here? Fear's got an ultimate ready to rock and roll, and as easy as that, they can't even shut him down. There's a big Ancient stack here for Fear. He's got the maxed out Bouncing Glaives, so this should be a nice easy stack for him. Helm of the Dominator and Yasha. Yes, Luna is getting pretty much everything she wants at this stage of the game. 14 minutes in, Aoi 2000. He's got a Blink Dagger on the Lion. Great timing there, and now Blink Hex initiation is a pretty serious threat.
Yeah, they can make quick jumps now on the Razor before he's even able to finish his BKB. I mean, hell, even with the BKB, it's too hard to react quick enough to a blinking Lion, so it just seems like EG one step ahead. Sumail dive forward, trying to get 7 for 7 as he uses that Blink Dagger, but can't quite nab him. He's got Point Booster as he tries to push forward towards an Aghanim Scepter. That becomes scary for your little supports on the side of Boreal. They are already pretty frail as it is. One big Thunder God's Wrath and they could be in trouble.
Yeah, that's the big problem, like you talked about. Just anything to get them some stats in the here and now. Bat Rider still very poor. 14 minutes in, just Brown Boots, Blink Dagger, and we've really yet to see this Lasso do anything. 0-2 and 0. Willez having a very tough game. And I mean, this goes to show you that Blink Dagger isn't enough for Bat Rider. You still need to get into the good timing and have some other items. You need that little bit of movement seed from the upgraded boots. You need the sustainability from a bottle. They will smoke up here and try and make something happen.
Tower is under attack.
I feel like this gank really has to succeed. They're getting to that point of an insurmountable lead for this stage of the game. But who do they find? Sumail and Aoi, they can do a lot of return damage. Zeus does have his ultimate here.
They're going for it. They have to get kind of Sumail, otherwise Aoi could just quickly blink and get the Bat Rider, so it's not going to be an easy one, but they make the go. Aoi blink in, gets the stun with the bat, quick finger, and now Willez is like pretty much dead. Sumail gets off the ultimate? No, can't get it off before he goes down. Could have got a kill there on the bat if so, but
great grave from the Dazzle, anticipating the finger to come out, but Zeus
buyback.
Oh, lasso that, he says to the Bat Rider. Nicely played. I don't know if that was worth the buyback, but Sumail gets some style points at least for getting bested and finding a return kill straight away. Really well done by the Dazzle. He anticipated that finger coming in and certainly would have been a quick pick on the Bat Rider. And if that grave wasn't there, I think there's a chance Sumail survives and at least gets his ultimate off with some of that static field and maybe the ultimate turnaround. But now in the bottom lane, Tiburon. Yep, that's a swap back into an Eclipse. That stinks.
That happens so fast that Boreal can't even react. TP down there, maybe have Dazzle nearby just in case, but it's just not there to happen. And if we look over their vision, it's very defensive here, but they can't see anything on their jungle's front to see that EG just kind of taking control. Now they go towards the mid lane here. Quickly Hex 747. There's going to be a bit of burst. One more bolt could take him down. Gets the mech, gets the grave from Dewey. Nice little save right there, but he's got to step away. Requiem from the back lines as Dewey will go down shortly. That Requiem pretty ineffective, as Evil Geniuses still stand strong and confident.
Double damage on Universe,
yeah,
actually.
He hits like a truck. It is nightfall now. It's 16 minutes as we get to the 17-minute point. And he's going right for that Aghanim Scepter.
Yep, no surprise there. 1,500 gold off. EG won't press into the tier 2 mid. Instead, they make a little space for Fear down bottom. He's got a Blink Dagger now, of all things, on Luna. Already a very speedy hero, but Fear looking for a little bit of extra mobility. That's fun.
Middle tower is under attack.
That's fun. Bit unorthodox, but you know, in this kind of a game, I guess when you have this much of a lead, you can do as you please, and why not? Blink Eclipse setups, blink Lucent Beams. It's his game. Oh, Willez. God, right far away. Okay, got the vision.
That is... PPD was a little bit closer with a swap stun. That's definitely a dead Bat Rider. Instead, they jump on to Dewey. Zeus starts off on this ulti. They kill the Bat Rider and the Dazzle about simultaneously. They just can't even react. The burst damage from this EG lineup is actually gross.
Yeah. It's gross, and Boreal don't have quite enough meat on the bones to eat that kind of damage and live on. They do have a mechanism, but as we've already seen, at this point, the mech is not going to be really a lifesaver if the follow-up is there from EG. And if they'd like, maybe they could consider going for a Roche. They don't really have the best Roche lineup, but they could comfortably do it here, maybe on the back of Fear. But it looks like instead he'll just kind of work with this gross stack he's got in the jungle side right now. And he's already got about 3k built up.
Dire's top
And I
tower
don't anticipate
is under
he'll kind of
attack.
go with a standard BKB. He could look to build in some early damage if he feels that extra bit aggressive.
So again, EG in this kind of scenario where they have options, they can sit back and farm, they can get aggressive. They're just so far ahead at this point. 12,000 gold, nearly 14,000 experience at the 18-minute mark, 14-2. Boreal kind of in desperation mode here as they rotate with 4 heroes to the top lane. Razor, the only one not joining them, as he's desperately trying to finish his BKB. About 500 gold away, but still a bit off. And this rotation up top will not yield a kill. Maybe they get a tier 1 tower out of it. EG, I don't think they'll hand this one over without a fight. They've got 2 heroes smoked up as they rendezvous in the jungle and look to put up a defense if Boreal do continue to linger around.
Yeah, it seems like EG know that a lot of Boreal missing from the map and are probably along the top here and looking to rotate forward, but okay, they scout him, jump in, they think they got an easy grab onto Owie. Fear takes out once with the Eclipse, doesn't quite commit, but there it is, now blinks right into the middle of the fight. Dewey, Self-Grave saves him, but that means Batrider's got to go. Now he falls down as the grave does expire. They catch out 747, and he's got to go down as well. Double kill for Fear, and a quick 4-man takedown there for Evil Geniuses. The only one to live is the Razor, who is currently pushing the mid lane, not involved with the fight.
I think it comes to as a surprise to few that EG get a 4-0 there, but it's more just how easy that was. I feel like Boreal did almost nothing. They got off a lasso, and that was it. There was no follow-up damage, no Requiem. I mean, Earthshaker, he's not even level 6. He doesn't have an Echo Slam to use if he wanted to. EG just walked in, used their ultimates, and found the easiest fight I think we've seen this match. And they're all still pretty much topped off. Full HP, a decent amount of mana. They get a tier 2 tower in the top, and now they just rotate mid. Creeps are already there, and this should be another free tier 2 tower back-to-back.
Looks like they have other things they want to do today. As they'd like to end this one. They push down mid lane here. Boreal looking to defend. They do not want to get shoved this easily, but it's just looking a bit difficult here. Though Razor was able to finish his BKB in hopes that he can kind of get into the fight, be ignored, maybe get off a huge static link, and hope that he could just kind of right-click down any of the weaker EG members.
That's about the only way they're going to be able to do it at this point. They just have no damage now. You've got the Earthshaker, count his damage out at level 4. Tiburon, he hasn't gotten any damage out of this. He's got a Bracer, BKB. I certainly understand why. I think they're necessities, but can't really hit that hard. And same with the Shadow Fiend. He's gone mech now into a BKB. Who's the one that's supposed to do the damage here? Even if Willez gets the Dream Lasso, isolates someone, where's the follow-up? If they're not going down to Raises and a Requiem, then I don't think they're going down at all.
Okay, Sunil's got Agnum, so he just instantly fires it off.
Okay, so it just gets brought down right away. The mech comes out, but EG have already started to split. Sumail getting a little bit low, but support is there. Owie hits him with a stun. PPD swaps him to the low ground. It may be at the cost of his own life. It certainly will, but sets up here in a great position. The bounty glaives going all around. Earthshaker finds his level 6, uses the dunk, but it does next to nothing. Still, Tiburon actually gets some work done, brings down Fear. The best fight Boreal have found this game, though it's still a 5-man wipe. A 2 for 5 at that. PPD did buy back, but it just doesn't matter. That's it. Boreal calls the GG, and I think not a moment too soon here, Dakota.
Okay, well, that did feel like, to be honest, a 92-8 odds kind of a game.
Absolutely.
And the reason why many consider Evil Geniuses to be the top dog in this bracket. And Boreal, they made their way through phase 1. They had the unfortunate matchup to take Evil Geniuses in round 1, but their journey does not end yet for some